Truck drivers are planning a national shutdown this weekend. All Truck Drivers Forum and Allied South Africa is unhappy about the number of foreign nationals employed in the freight sector. They're also calling for salary increases and the removal of labour brokers, saying their protest will continue until their demands are met. Let's find out more from Sifiso Ntshangase, national spokesperson for the ATDF-SA. Thank you very much, Mr. Ntshangase, for your time this evening. Can you tell us a little bit more about the reasoning behind the scheduled protest or shutdown this weekend? Why now this weekend?
Greetings, Enli and the viewers. It is public knowledge that we have been engaging with the government for over 4 years now, trying to resolve the issue of foreign nationals who are working on our industry, while most South African drivers are sitting at home. So drivers has take a decision to embark on a national strike/shutdown that will emerge on the 30th of April 2023. This has come after a numerous discussion with the government, forming task teams and everything, but at the end of the day, drivers has not hear or seen any impact regarding the issue of foreign truck drivers.
We spoke a little bit earlier to Gavin Kelly from the Road Freight Association. He's on that task team, and he was telling us that they hope that by the 30th of June, when the ZEB permits expire, there should be some significant change. Do you feel that that's likely to happen?
Only that will be untrue. The issue we are facing is not entirely circulated around the issue of ZEP. ZEPs are a separate matter regarding this. We have foreign truck drivers from Zambia, from Namibia, from Mozambique, from Swaziland. That does not impact by ZEP. And you will recall that there is a case that is sitting at the High Court in Pretoria regarding that matter. So that matter will not only resolve the issue we are facing. We want government to come forward and give us a final order that foreign truck drivers must come out of the trucks, then the South African drivers must embark on the trucks, because driving the truck is not a scarce skill. It's a skill that requires only a South African citizen to be on the trucks. And this issue is impacting different phrases like crime, like drugs, because our youth and our fellow truck drivers has ran out of options and decided to do the wrong things because of this issue. That is why we request all the truck drivers to park their trucks on the 30th of April so that we voice our concern.
Gavin also told us a little bit earlier that they're hoping that the Labour Department will be able to increase their capacity to do inspections of freight companies to make sure that they are following the correct processes in terms of the people that they employ. What have you seen in terms of the Labour Department's involvement in this issue, and whether that you think that they are really serious about trying to adhere to or trying to help local truck drivers in this situation?
And I'm going to give you two simple examples. In September 2021, we were sitting in a meeting that involved the four ministers, and we have given the Minister of Department of Labour only one company that he must go and do an inspection. It's in Boksburg. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal the name here. But that company is employing almost 90% of the foreign workers there. We have given him it since 2021. He never went there. Then the second incident is the issue of we have went with governments to the roads and done roadblocks, and we have came across the foreign drivers who were driving South African registered trucks using only the passport. It doesn't have South African driver's license. It doesn't have a permit, nothing. But those truck drivers were never arrested. So the impact that Department of Labour can do in the issue of inspection and all will never give impact unless they issue a straightforward instruction that the foreign truck driver who is found driving a South African registered truck must be arrested.
Talk to us a little bit about the planned protest. Where are we expecting to see these shutdowns? And how many trucks are you expecting to take part?
Okay, the setup is this: we park the trucks on the 30th. If the driver is in his or her yard workplace, he must park there. If he's in the road, he must park on the side. If he's on the client, he must park there. If he is on a truck stop, he must park there. So every driver who are wherever he is, he must park the truck on the side, and then we will take the more information from there. That where do we go, what happens. But for now, the instruction is that the truck must be parked on the side of the road. So I don't think we're going to expect the road blockage and all, but we instructing our drivers that no crime must be committed, so that we can peacefully engage and show that we are tired now of the government who is promising and promising but doesn't give anything that is positive.
That's a very important point, Mr. Ntshangase, because in the past we've seen similar kinds of protests and blockades that ensue in violence, damage to infrastructure, threats and intimidation of foreign drivers, and that even spilled over into looting of trucks in some instances, which I'm sure you can understand comes at an enormous cost to the economy. Can you guarantee that this is going to be a peaceful protest?
Unfortunately, Emily, I cannot give any guarantee because we have told the government that since it's delaying and playing these delaying tactics, drivers will be tired and will get angry. And we know that in the incidents like this, some criminals who are partly not drivers will take an opportunity and do this. But what we can do, we can only encourage our drivers that they must be peaceful and come in numbers and demonstrate their anger towards the government, so that the government can take action. The Department of Labor has had a meeting this morning where they were planning and intimidating the drivers that they're going to arrest them. But we are telling you now that nothing wrong that drivers are going to do, but they're only going to show that they are tired now. They are sitting at home, they are hungry, then they want something to be done immediately.
Well, thank you so much for engaging with us this evening. We really appreciate your time. That was Sifiso Ntshangase, national spokesperson for the ATDF-SA, saying that all their members will park their trucks on the 30th of April. That's this Sunday, wherever they find themselves. So no specific route planned for that blockade. And Mr. Ntshangase is saying that their members have been urged to make sure that it's peaceful, that no criminal activity is committed.